Guys, welcome to another episode of Rennch. On today's show, we are hammering away at the Lacern 1 Subaru engine swap build. And let me tell you what we're going to do. This is going to be kind of a vlog type of episode again, until I get my new camera, which should happen sooner than later. But this thing needs a lot of gussying up in the engine compartment so we can mount this lovely, beautiful Subaru EZ30R motor. And it just has a bunch of, let's look at it. It just looks pretty thrashed. So Mark is actually here from San Diego today. Our goal for the day is to get this in black Wurth undercoating. Get the underside here also in black Wurth undercoating. And if any luck, get the frunk as well. So it'd be really amazing to get all of this stuff covered, seam sealed, ready to roll for the install of this lovely Subaru EZ30R motor. So while Mark's doing what he's doing, I'm gonna try to get rid of this whole chunk here, which holds some sort of electronic module for the 912. I'm gonna knock this bracket off as well. Get everything out of here so we can tape it up and make it look amazeballs. Mark is working on the unenviable task of trying to get his rear torsion bars and spring plates out. And I'm going to get stuck into these brackets right now. All right, major progress. Got this thing all cut out. Did a lot of spot welds and that kind of thing. I need to touch up a little welding right here. I got this bracket gone. Did a ton of grinding, as you can see from the floor. In the meantime, Mark has done one of the hardest jobs in Porschedom, which is removing the torsion bars and the spring plates. These things love to be where they are. So if you've never done it before, it is not a pleasant job. So I'm gonna clean the floor now and get everything together. We're gonna grab a little lunch and then come back to this bad boy and keep cranking on it. Okay, I've made this cute little cover plate for the inside hole. And I'm gonna kind of use a little rust converter on the back here. All right, we have made lots of nice progress here. Mark is literally in the frunkel area, starting the painting process after a whole afternoon of cleaning. But it's gonna look really beautiful and uniform when he's done. And then on my end, I have done a lot since we've last talked. I've got my piece all welded in, and then we put some seam sealer on there. So that looks good. This is all cleaned up with weld, and I've basically disassembled all the stuff. So what I need to do now is blow this thing out and clean it up, and then I'll bundle the wires together and get those things out of the way with some foil, and then apply the same treatment that Mark is doing to what I'm doing. And we should have a really lovely uniform engine compartment for this pretty thing to go in. Yeah, nastiness. As you guys saw, I did a pressure wash of all this. We are super clean. Now, there's a couple schools of thought here. One school of thought is remove everything and start from scratch. The other school of thought is leave as much Porsche undercoating as you can because it is burly and better. And so that is actually the school of thought that I fall into. What I've done here on this side is I've just used a little bit of rust converter on the seam of the flares. So we're gonna be doing a little bit of seam sealer on the inside for these, but it's all nice and clean and dry. And then we are all taped up here and ready for spray on the inside. So why don't we get that satisfying part of today going and get this engine compartment sprayed. Not a huge deal. guys, look at this bad boy. Come on now. This will look better once it's in the garage and we can see the one uniform color without the reflections in the shade, but it is looking freaking amazing. All right, we are mostly cleaned up now, but let's have a look at this pretty thing. Back in the garage. What a difference. Look how beautiful that looks. Take you around to the front, the frontal area, and how lovely that is. The reason we did it like this is because I think everybody can do this in their garage. This was just a day. We took the time. What do you think, Benny? Yeah, buddy. We took the time, cleaned it up, degreased it. You got to use the Wurth undercoating because it's the one to use. But now it is so much more fun to put like new parts on this thing. You know, Mark's got all this new suspension stuff coming. Got this nice, beautiful engine we're going to pop in here right now. And yeah, this is a major day. All right, guys, that was a very, very successful day. The fact that Mark and I are both designers and really like to see the aesthetic side is huge. But have a look at this beautiful Subaru EZ30R flat six in this lovely engine compartment. And how perfect. That's a Dansk Sport exhaust, Porsche exhaust, Porsche motor mounts. Looks like it's supposed to be there. And then these wheel wells. Now the glare actually makes it look less uniform than it is, but it's actually really lovely and uniform in real life, especially this front frontal area. Looks awesome. So this is just such a nice platform now to be bolting brand new parts on. Super exciting. We'll obviously be getting to the body and spraying this thing down and getting it all brand new in Grand Prix white. But we do have a carbon roof to install, which will be really fun in the future. And we've got a roll cage. Probably gonna be the next video on this car is doing the roll cage and gluing this carbon roof in. And yeah, super exciting. It just looks awesome. What do you think, Benny? Looks pretty good, huh? I'm stoked. I know Mark is stoked. Mark, are you stoked?
It exceeded my expectations today. That was
right on.
so damn tight.
Yeah, it looks good, right?
Oh God, it's so rad.
Yeah, this is actually the first time you're seeing it. Like,
yeah.
all dressed up.
I avoided it.
Right.
In the last
all dressed up with the nice engine compartment.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's pretty brag-worthy when you're at the old Cars and Coffee. It's gonna look good. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, keep track. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe so you can follow the progress of this entire build. We've got all kinds of fun stuff being bolted on this car, especially now that we've got this nice, beautiful undercarriage and wheel wells to do. Next video is gonna be on the Blasphemy build, so stay tuned for that as well. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.